Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new Range Rover plug-in hybrid. You know the vehicle, but there is one big difference. If you open the grille, you'll find a plug-in socket, because for the first time Range Rover drives electrically, at least for a little while. If you want to know how that feels and what you might expect from the first luxury SUV with an EV powertrain, join me on my test drive and I'll tell you more about it. The car is powered by a tiny little 2-liter petrol engine delivering 270 horsepower roughly, and an electric engine with 116 horsepower. In total means 400 horsepower and more than 600 Newton meters of torque, and way enough to get this very big and very heavy car accelerated quite fast. 6.4 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometer. That is something you usually need an SVR or an AMG to achieve that. Quite impressive. But even more impressive is the silent and smooth ride in the pure EV mode, which lasts for about 50 kilometers if you drive wise and if you use your right foot very, very slowly and softly. Then the car can accelerate in pure EV mode up to roughly 140 kilometers. Otherwise, it goes way beyond 200 kilometers per hour. The heart of the plug-in hybrid powertrain is the battery. Lithium-ion technology placed in the trunk, a capacity of about 13 kilowatt hours. Enough for this mentioned almost 50 kilometers. Once the battery is empty, you got certain possibilities to charge it. You can charge it with the petrol engine. You can charge it at a fast charger in about less than 3 hours, or you can charge it at home, but then you need to be patient. Depending where you live and how many power you get out of your socket, it takes you up to 8, in the US even 14 hours of charging time. So you gotta be a bit patient. As in every other plug-in hybrid, you also got different drive modes. You can set it into pure EV and the petrol engine will immediately shut off. You can let the car make the decision, and you have a safe mode, which means you save the battery status. For example, when you're on the countryside and you come back to the city and you want to go pure electric for the last miles, then you save your power. With the new powertrain, Range Rover also updated the interior of the Range Rover and the Range Rover Sport. And now you got the same displays and big glossy screens as you know them from the Velar, which is not only looking great, it's also very useful because you have way more information to deal with when you drive the plug-in hybrid vehicle. So you got in the digital combi display all the necessary information about your range, about your battery status and all that stuff. And on the two touchscreens you can either choose air condition setting, off-road driving, which is possible with that vehicle as well without any compromises, or you can trace your driving style and you can optimize and play around so that you can maximize your electrical reach. You can do that and you can make a science out of it, or you can just jump in the car, switch it on, set it to auto and drive and enjoy a new type of Range Rover driving. Silence, smooth, powerful, electrically. Land Rover is using the same powertrain for Range Rover Sport and Range Rover as we drive it here. And they will start sales with Range Rover Sport. The vehicle is already on the trucks and on the ships and will hit the market in early 2018. Range Rover will follow a few weeks later in springtime. And that's not going to be it, because Land Rover has promised every vehicle will have some kind of electrification in the near future. Up until 2020, you will have more hybrids, more plug-in hybrids, more 48-volt mild hybrid systems. And that's not going to be it. There will also be a pure electric Land Rover in the near future. Not as soon and as fast as Jaguar I-Pace, which will come to the market in 2018, but shortly after 2020, that's what the engineers are telling me, you can drive a Land Rover or a Range Rover without using petrol or diesel anymore. Thank you for joining me on the first test drive with the new Range Rover plug-in hybrid. a powertrain that really fits perfectly to the luxurious approach of Range Rover. Powerful, silent, smooth, the absolute perfect ride for the city, on the one hand. On the other hand, it's a pity that the fun is over after latest 50 kilometers, especially when you consider that Jaguar is building a pure electric SUV with the I-Pace at the moment. So Range Rover has seen that problem and has promised a solution, but it will take time, not before 2020, they say. So until then, we have to be patient and enjoy at least the first 50 electric kilometers in this pure luxury SUV. Thank you, tschüsschen, and bye-bye.